Imagine living under a constant rain of rockets. You have 15 to 90 seconds from the moment a siren wails to find shelter before impact. This was the terrifying reality for thousands of Israelis living near Gaza. A conventional army can't stop thousands of cheap, short-range rockets. A new kind of defense was needed, a shield that seemed like science fiction. The challenge was immense. How do you shoot down a $500 rocket without using a $1 million missile? This was known as the golden bullet problem. For years, experts said it was technologically and financially impossible. Early ideas included giant lasers or a massive machine gun in the sky. But in 2005, a brilliant engineer named Gani Gold championed a radical idea, a smart, mobile system that could calculate a rocket's trajectory in seconds and only intercept the ones that threatened populated areas. This idea became the Iron Dome. It has three key parts. First, the radar. It detects an incoming rocket and tracks its flight path. Second, the brain, the battle management and control center. In an instant, it calculates if the rocket is a threat. If it is, it gives the third part the command to launch, the interceptor. The Tamir missile doesn't need a huge warhead. Its genius is its proximity fuse. It's designed to explode right next to the enemy rocket, shredding it in midair. The theory was flawless, the engineering brilliant. But a system like this is worthless until it's proven under the stress of real combat. That moment arrived sooner than anyone expected. In April 2011, the world got its first glimpse. A rocket was fired from Gaza toward Ashkelon, a major Israeli city. For the first time ever, an Iron Dome battery locked on and fired. A tiny streak of light met the threat in the sky, and with a small pop, history was made. It was the system's first ever combat interception. But the true test came during the major escalations of 2012 and 2014. These weren't single rocket attacks, they were massive barrages, hundreds of rockets fired in relentless waves. This is where another crucial partner enters the story, the United States. Recognizing the system's potential to prevent wider wars, the U.S., starting under the Obama administration, invested heavily. This wasn't just a political alliance, it was a strategic partnership. American funding helped Israel to build more batteries and, crucially, to stockpile the expensive Tamir interceptors, each costing tens of thousands of dollars. U.S. defense companies like Raytheon even began co-producing components, integrating the system into a broader defensive strategy. With American backing, Iron Dome was deployed nationwide. News channels broadcasted stunning nighttime footage of what looked like a celestial fireworks display, but it was a deadly serious ballet of defense. The system performed heroically, intercepting over 90% of rockets identified as real threats, saving countless lives and fundamentally changing the psychology of the conflict. The Iron Dome is undeniably a lifesaver, but its success has created a complex, unintended consequence: the Iron Dome paradox. By protecting its civilians so effectively, the system gives the Israeli government breathing room. It removes the immediate, overwhelming public pressure to launch a massive ground invasion after an attack, allowing for more calculated, strategic decisions. However, critics argue this transforms the system into a conflict manager rather than a solution. It makes a low-level, simmering conflict sustainable, potentially delaying a true political resolution. Furthermore, the shield itself has become a target. Adversaries like Iran and its proxies know they can't easily get past it, so their strategy has evolved. The new threat is the saturation attack, launching hundreds or even thousands of rockets in a very short period to overwhelm the system's finite number of interceptors. It becomes a brutal numbers game. This evolving threat has forced Israel to think bigger. The Iron Dome is now just one layer of a multi-tiered defense shield. Below it, there are lasers being tested. Above it, there's David's Sling for medium-range missiles. And at the very top, the Arrow system, designed to shoot down long-range ballistic missiles in space. So, the story of the Iron Dome is the story of a never-ending technological race. A shield born from desperation that now defines the very nature of modern asymmetrical warfare. It provides a fragile, temporary peace bought one interception at a time, under a sky that is never truly safe.